Welcome, you're watching the News Hour Agenda. I'm Padmaja Joshi. Elections will come and go, and one party will lose, form the government, another will be one party will win and form the government, the other will be on the losing side. But if there's one thing that everyone should agree upon, is that irrespective of whether you win or lose, there cannot be any space for political violence in our electoral democracy, especially when you're on the losing side. But unfortunately, over the last month, there have been repeated stories coming from West Bengal in the aftermath of the assembly election results there. Stories which have been dismissed by the West Bengal government and the TMC as nothing more than propaganda or born out of a desire to malign the TMC. So today, we get you testimonies by 3 women supporters of the BJP who have now said before the Supreme Court of our country, in a plea made before the Supreme Court, to be made a party to other petitions regarding cases of political violence in West Bengal. They have said, make us a party as well. And in written, they have described everything that has happened to them over the last month and a half. We went out and spoke to the relatives of these women. It's not just allegations. There are also medical reports, rape tests that have been conducted. Will all of this also be dismissed as a misleading narrative? And these cases are mind-numbing. Of a 60-year-old grandmother who was gang raped one by one while being handcuffed on the floor of her house, even as her grandson was under the bed watching all of this happen. To a 17-year-old Dalit girl who was on her way back from her grandmother's house. She was dragged into a forest along with her friend, and the men said, this will teach you a lesson. This will teach your father a lesson for supporting the BJP. To another woman who was forced to see her husband being attacked with axes. He was chopped, and they disrobed her even as her husband was being murdered. First, let's start by making you hear what the son-in-law of the 60-year-old lady had to say about what happened on that night at 12:30 a.m.
रात को आया, आने का बाद वो दरवाजा खोलने को बोला और घर का बाहर में 2-3 बम चार्ज किया। बहुत मैंने बुरा तरह से बात किया। उसके बाद दरवाजा तोड़ के मेरा ससुराल के घर में घुसा। उसमें का बाद मेरा सासू था और एक छोटा लड़का था जो मेरा साली का बेटा है, उसका नाम तो 5-6 साल का है।
हाँ जी, फिर क्या हुआ?
तो सीधा जाके घर का बाहर बम 2-3 चार्ज किया, घर का अंदर भी एक चार्ज किया। चार्ज करने के बाद बोला तो अपना जो पार्टी का इलेक्शन का जो बात हुआ है ना, अपना बीजेपी और टीएमसी का, मेरा सासू ने बीजेपी किया था। और पहले से बहुत दिन पहले से वो लोग ऐसा प्लानिंग माफिक काम करने के लिए, मेरे सासू को ऐसा करने के लिए वो लोग बहुत दिन से ऐसा प्लान कर रहे था। और उसी दिन वो लोग को ऐसा करने का मैंने साजिश कर लिया।
कैसा करने का पूरा बताइए।
करना है क्या है, मेरे सासू को पूरा खत्म करने के लिए मेरा सासू का वो बलात्कार किया। और उसका बाद उसका पूरा जो ये है अपना क्या बोलूं उनको, जो सूरत छोड़ने का है, वो सूरत छोड़ने का कोई मौका नहीं रखा। उसको मुंह में जहर डाल दिया पूरा मारने के लिए उसको। उसको बलात्कार करने का बाद 3 आदमी पकड़ा और एक आदमी ने मुंह में जहर डाल दिया।
मैं अगर गाँव में जाएगा तो हमको शायद मारना, इसलिए मुझे बहुत डर लगता है।
अच्छा,
हमको भी रेप करेगा शायद।
बोला है?
हाँ, सासुरी माँ को शायद बोल के गया था। मामी बहुत रो रहा था।
अच्छा।
हाँ।
आपके भी बच्चे हैं?
हाँ, छोटा सा बच्चा है मेरा, 9 महीना का।
An elderly lady has been gang raped, and now her daughter-in-law is running scared because she was warned by these men before they left her house that we will come back for you and we will kill your 9-month-old baby as well. Are all of these people who are now speaking out so scared that they will be killed if they come on camera? Can they all be dismissed as mere political plants? Remember, they have gone before the Supreme Court pretty much saying that please order a central investigation. We do not trust the police. The police is on the side of the culprits. Will the court now take notice, or will politics ensure that rights and dignity are meant only for those people who agree with your political ideology? Sexual violence can be used as a weapon when it is used on your political opponents.
My question is whether BJP is sitting in judgment or the Honorable Supreme Court is sitting in judgment. If the litigation is pending before the Honorable Supreme Court, then the matter is sub judice, and being a lawyer and party spokesperson, I must not comment on that because it is sub judice. If at all the state of West Bengal has been added as party responded to the litigation, then the council appearing on behalf of the state of West Bengal, they will deal with the litigation legally and adequately.
So I constantly fear for the women because she's a woman chief minister. I think every woman is concerned about the dignity of her own gender and not be mauled by others and not lose respect of the gender you belong to. In this particular case, it's shocking that whatever else you do in terms of corruption, cut money and so on and so forth is one aspect, but letting women be raped in front of yourself or under your administration is something which I cannot even fathom.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining us now on the debate, Shazia Almi, spokesperson of the BJP, Priyanka Tibrewal, advocate, Ratan Sharda, author, Kamar Zaman Chaudhary, leader of the Congress, Tausifur Rahman and Tausif Ahmed, both supporters of the Trinamool Congress, political analyst and advocate respectively. My first question is to the official spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress, Riju Datta. I want to simply ask you, Riju Datta, do you believe these women, these 3 women who've gone to the Supreme Court, have detailed what happened to them and have said in so many words, the police has not done anything, we do not trust the police, please help us. Do you believe these women?
A heinous crime has been committed against these women, and whoever are the perpetrators, whichever political affiliation they have, they should be brought to justice and they should be dealt with the strictest possible law of the land. No doubt about it. The second aspect, that the police is not doing anything, the police is not listening to anything. You know, I also know that people have been arrested, investigation is underway, charge sheet will be filed shortly. And in Bengal, we have 88 fast-track courts, out of which 45 are dedicated for women-related crimes and women-related cases. So I will not sit here and take one thing that, women are not getting justice in Bengal. This is a wrong narrative. Yes, a heinous crime has been committed and
it's a narrative
will be brought to justice.
So let me tell you what is narrative. It's very easy to bandy about words like narrative, but this is not a narrative, sir. This is what a woman is saying in black and white. And if you think enough has been done and, justice has been upheld, no. Leave aside. No, don't bother about politics. I will quote to you only from these women.
Then let's stick to the crime. Why is TMC, BJP coming into? A heinous act has been committed.
You want to stick to the crime? Let's stick to the crime. Let's stick to the crime. Let's stick to the crime. Sir, don't heckle me because it's a difficult situation for you. Let's stick to the crime. Let's listen to what a 60-year-old woman gang raped in front of her grandson has said on record to the Supreme Court. She has said, not merely the said crimes were facilitated by the inaction of the state authorities and police, but what is shocking is the post-crime humiliation that we were subjected to for our perceived audacity in reporting the crime. The perversity of the investigation as is being carried out by the local police can be inferred from the fact that while the rape was committed by 5 accused who were all named by the victim, as is evident from the medical report, the police has deliberately chosen to name only one of the 5 accused in the FIR. You want to talk about justice? This woman is saying that your brand of justice, sir, is perverse. Now tell us.
Okay, Padmaja, it's her democratic right to go to the highest judiciary in this country. If she thinks that she is not getting justice in the state of Bengal, then she has gone there. Let the Supreme Court intervene. Let there be an SIT. Let there be an investigation. We will not deny them justice. Just they will get justice because they're victims of a heinous crime.
As a citizen of the country, it is first her right to get justice from her state police. You are saying, yes, we failed. Yes, we were perverse. Good. She can go to Supreme Court. Kisne roka hai? But her first right as a citizen of this country and as somebody who lives in the state of West Bengal is to get that justice from your police. And that, she says, is in fact facilitated. The crime against me is facilitated by the inaction of your state and your police. What about her rights there?
This is where I don't agree with it. Because this narrative, again I'll use the word, of maligning Bengal, that there is complete lawlessness here, is something I don't believe. A crime has been committed.
Mr. Datta, are you accusing this woman? Are you accusing this woman because she is speaking out of peddling a narrative and bringing a bad name? I'm so sorry that you are getting a bad name because this woman is saying I was raped and nobody helped me. This is your sympathy of saying that she's bringing a bad name. What is bringing a bad name is that women are being raped, not that women are speaking up. Worry about that bad name, that 3 women have to go to the Supreme Court of our country because your state police can't do anything. That should worry you more. And that is what will get you a bad name.
I think rather than the media trial...
That's not true, Padmaja.
I think rather than the media trial, let the Supreme Court...
Oh, it's a media trial now.
Because we all have our
right. It's a media trial, is it?
Opinion to it.
I see where this is going. So just for anyone who is going to come back at me and call this a media trial, let me quote to you just a second, Shazia Almi, because it's very easy when it doesn't suit you, when you have to answer uncomfortable questions to people who are your state subjects, you call it a media trial. You want to know what a media trial is? Let me quote to you. 1st October 2020, Mamata Banerjee had no words to condemn the barbaric and shameful incident at Hathras involving a young Dalit girl. Mahua Moitra, cremating Hathras rape victim in the dead of the night without informing family? This is Modi's new India. Abhishek Banerjee, an unspeakable crime committed in Hathras under Narendra Modi ji's reign and he was silent. The girl succumbed to her injuries after battling to stay alive. UP police has utterly disrespected her remains. Derek O'Brien, Dalit are our assets. We strongly condemn any act of torture against them. If such an incident occurs, we will take the strictest action. But many incidents do not come before the public. Dalits are an integral part of our society. We are committed to their justice. Sir, the shoe is on the other foot. Dalits are an integral part of your society. This poor 17-year-old girl is a young Dalit girl. She was raped one by one for 4 hours by these men. Why aren't these Dalits an integral part of your society now? And you want to talk about a media trial?
The message.
Go on, Mr. Datta.
Are any of them false? They're not. Are we denying justice to these women, or are we saying that people who perpetrated this crime should walk free? They should be brought to justice and they should be acted.
Sir, your police hasn't named these people in the FIR. Are you not listening to what I'm saying, or rather what this woman is saying? She says, I named 5 men. The perversity of the police is that they put one name in the FIR. What will you investigate when you haven't even included their names?
That is why she is using her democratic right to go to the highest judiciary in the country.
And
That is why she is doing
I'm just
it.
speechless.
Because she thinks she has not got justice.
I don't even know what to say.
She has been, the investigation is going on and people are getting arrested.
Padmaja, just if I can...
No,
Shazia Alvi.
Padmaja.
Okay, let's take
No,
this
I
one
want
by
to
one.
come in.
Mr. Chaudhary, you just hold on for a second. First, Shazia Alvi, you respond.
Okay.
I want to say something. I think TMC is using rape as a tool to punish, humiliate, and terrorize those
No, this is not the right word, Padmaja.
with the BJP.
This is not the right word. What you are discussing, no, this is not a right word. No, Shazia ji, this is not a right word.
I will say what I want to say.
This is not a right word.
Padmaja, please
We all have to condemn. It is our duty to condemn, but this is not the right
Mr.
and
Rahman,
appropriate word you are choosing,
Mr.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Mr. Rahman, just a second, please. There will be no rattling. Everyone will speak one by one. I will reduce Mr. Rahman's audio. I did not allow anyone else to speak when Riju Datta was speaking. So now Shazia Alvi, you speak, and then Mr. Rahman, you will come in. Go on.
And Mr. Rahman, you will listen. Rape will not be allowed.
Yes, these are harsh words, and harsh words should be used. If there are women running around from their houses because they are being told that we will rape you and kill your child, then it's time for people to start using harsh words. Okay?
Yes.
Let's not sit here and
And
engage in
and
platitudes
I
and say
this,
we
and I want to say
condemn
this to
crimes
all of
against
you.
women. Please.
To anybody who's
So go
watching
on.
it, to anybody, yes, Padmaja, please allow me to come in. So rape is being used by TMC workers to humiliate, punish, and terrorize those women whose families, who themselves have political affiliations with the BJP. This is not all right. I want to ask Mamata Banerjee. I want to ask Nusrat Jahan. I want to ask Mahbooba Mofti. I mean, what about all your speeches? बोल की लब आजाद है तेरे, बोल की जिस्म तेरा सत्वा है. I want to ask them. You have nothing to say. A 17-year-old girl is gang raped for an hour and left to die in a jungle. A 60-year-old mother gets raped. Her grandson is hiding and she's being raped, and her daughter-in-law runs away out of fear. And this happens because BJP won in that constituency. I think it's a matter of great shame, not for each one of us, not as party spokespersons, not as political people, but as citizens of this country. And I want to ask everybody in the TMC, and I want to ask Mamata Banerjee and all the women MPs and MLAs there, and the men MPs and MLAs there. They have daughters, they have sisters. What about respect for womankind? All your lofty words, all your noble ideas, what has happened to them? These are testimonies. These women are going to the Supreme Court. Can you imagine what they're going through? You pick a 17-year-old Dalit girl, and how do you react? When Kathua happens, when Hathras happens, how do you react? So why are you speaking in this language? Why are you camouflaging your words?
And before you respond, Tauseefur Rahman, because I want the country...
Right.
I want the country to listen firsthand, who think that this is narrative and these are harsh words. Listen to a man describe how after the gang rape of his mother-in-law,
who had a family member,
the daughter-in-law
only because you
had to run scared, and how a child had to witness it. He describes how a 6-year-old child was on the floor under a bed. Nobody should be subjected to this. This is the worst thing that can happen to a human being. And it's shameful that half the country right now is silent about it. You listen to this because it may sound gruesome, it may sound harsh to you, but you have to wake up and these people have to be heard. Listen.
मेरा कहना है मैडम, आप लोग का साथ आपको पास मेरा मिनती है, जो लोग ऐसा काम किया है कड़ी से कड़ी सजा मिलना चाहिए. और मेरा ससुर भी, मेरा ससुर है, वो तो अभी 5 साल हो गया गुजर गया. अभी वो लोग भी बहुत गरीब है, हम भी बहुत गरीब है. हम लोग का मिट्टी का घर है और ससुराल की भी मिट्टी का घर है. अभी आप लोग पता करके जो लोग ऐसा काम किया है उसको मैं बताऊं और आपका तरफ मैं अब आपका तरफ से आपका पास में विनती करता है जो ऐसा आदमी लोग को किसी हालत में छोड़ना नहीं चाहिए, वो लोग कड़ी से कड़ी सजा मिलना चाहिए।
मैं आपसे 2-3 बातें पूछूंगी। आपने जो बताया मुझे मैंने वो लिख लिया है। 2-3 बातें हैं। क्या आपने पुलिस में कंप्लेंट फाइल की?
हाँ, मैंने तुरंत कंप्लेन किया है।
FIR लॉन्च हुई है? FIR लॉन्च हुई?
हाँ, मैंने FIR लॉन्च किया है, लेकिन एक आदमी को पकड़ा है, ताकि आदमी को नहीं आदमी को पकड़ा है।
आपको लगता है कि पुलिस आपकी मदद कर रही है कि नहीं कर रही है, या किसी दबाव में है?
पुलिस बिल्कुल मदद नहीं कर रहा है मेरे को।
पुलिस अगर मदद नहीं कर रही, क्यों मदद नहीं कर रही है?
पुलिस और लोग का साथ दबाव हो रहा है। जो लोग ऐसा काम किया है मिलजुल के, वो बच्चा को मारने के लिए धमकी दिया, ठीक है?
क्या बोला? लेकिन बच्चे का पूरा बताया।
बच्चा जिस टाइम वो ऐसा काम हुआ था ना,
हाँ जी,
बच्चा ने जर मार के वो खटिया का नीचे खटिया का अंदर घुस गया था।
बच्चे के सामने ये बुरा काम किया था क्या?
हाँ, बच्चे के सामने। बोलो तो वो खटिया का अंदर से देख रहे थे सब कुछ।
अच्छा, बच्चे को क्या धमकी दिया?
और ना बच्चे को लोग नहीं ढूंढ नहीं पाया, वो खटिया के अंदर घुस गया। जैसा वो लोग बॉम्बिंग चार्ज किया ना,
हाँ,
उस टाइम वो बच्चा ने खटिया के अंदर घुस गया।
हाँ जी।
जिस घर में ऐसा काम कर रहे थे वो लोग, उस टाइम वो बच्चा ने उस घर का खटिया के अंदर घुस गया।
ठीक है।
वो लोग बहुत ढूंढा है बच्चे को, लेकिन वो बच्चा नहीं मिला है।
अच्छा।
बाद में वो लोग चला जाने का जब जिक्र हुआ, गांव का आदमी लोग जब आ गया तो बच्चा वो खटिया के अंदर से निकला।
अच्छा, आप कहते बच्चे को भी मारने की धमकी दे रहे थे। कौन लोग थे ये, क्या कह रहे थे?
वो बच्चे को मारने के लिए प्लान कर रहे हैं, लेकिन बच्चा हमारा पास है, इसीलिए वो लोग कुछ कर नहीं पा रहे हैं अभी।
आपको कैसे पता कि प्लान करें बच्चों को मारने का?
वो बहुत बार ढूंढ कर आया ना।
तो बच्चे को क्यों मारना चाहते हैं?
वो पूरा जो
So what do you have to say, Mr. Rahman, about this? That a 6-year-old child is now being hunted down. He is running scared for his life because he's an eyewitness to his grandmother's rape.
Padmaja, first let me tell you, before making me a villain, and when I was using the word harsh, it was for Shazia Ilmi ji when she was directly charging the Trinamool Congress, you know. Now first let me explain you very clearly, and you have to, Padmaja,
don't let your Modi hatred make a monster out of you. You're becoming a monster because of your Modi hatred.
Thank you. It's okay. It's okay, Shazia ji. Thank you. Anyways, let me complete.
Become a monster out of your Modi hatred.
Padmaja, first before you make me a villain.
Shazia, let him speak now. Yes.
Today itself, I'm telling you, this debate, I'm not sitting as a TMC supporter or whatsoever. You can tell me or tag me as a political analyst, and whatever happened with these two females, it is just beyond my expectation and just beyond words. But let me tell you once again, if someone comes and charge Mamata Banerjee, being a lady, I'm sure she's taking whatever charge she's going to give, and she will, and you know, trust on me that the CBI or the central investigation will come in 3 or 4 days once again. Now, if you just charge the TMC or the BJP, there the case goes wrong. 2 female raped by 4 men or 6 men, a 6-year-old was there watching all the incident. This is the news.
Mr.
This is what is going to happen.
Hold on a second. They were raped because they opposed the TMC. Let's be very clear about it.
No,
and this is not being said by me. This is being said by the rape survivors.
How can you be so sure, Padmaja?
How can you be so sure?
This is something that I want to say.
Because I am quoting from their plea. Okay, very good question. Now let me quote to you. Let me quote to you verbatim from what the minors plea before the Supreme Court says. Verbatim. On the 9th of May 21, at around 4 p.m., while the applicant and her school friend were returning from her grandmother's house located in the nearby village, after an hour's journey, they were stopped on the way near Bagor village by a group of 4 men who remarked, "She's a daughter. Our party has won the elections. Now let's teach her a lesson." They dragged the applicant and her friend to the nearby jungle, where the assailants, while exhorting, "Now we will teach you a lesson for supporting the BJP. Your families should know this is the outcome of opposing our leader Mamata Banerjee." Then they assaulted the applicant and raped her one by one for more than an hour. This is verbatim from what the 17-year-old has told the Supreme Court. I will repeat.
And she was left in a jungle.
She's they said Dalit's daughter. Our party has won the elections. Now we'll teach her a lesson. And this, sir, is why you cannot run away from the fact that this was a political weapon. Rape was used as a political weapon. And there is where the politics comes in. Tawseefur Rahman.
Padmaja, can you just listen to me? 10th of June 2021, District Sambhal, 19-year-old Dalit girl got raped in Uttar Pradesh, 10th of June. Should we blame Yogi Adityanath for this?
Sir, do not do whataboutery. Please do not do whataboutery.
And you did blame Yogi for this.
Please get that lady in Sambhal to put on record, and definitely it is a comment on the law and order. Here you are being told, sir, do not engage in whataboutery. I am asking you a simple question, quoting from what a child is saying. The child is saying, as she was being raped, she was told that this will teach you a lesson for opposing our leader Mamata Banerjee. This is what a 17-year-old child has said to the Supreme Court. What do you have to say to this 17-year-old child? Leave the BJP. Leave the BJP. Answer this child.
If you want to do a media trial, you can do this. But what I want is a phansi ki saza for these people. Whether they are 4 people or 5 people or 10 people. They should be hanged. As simple as that. Whether they belong,
they will be hanged when a case will be registered against them, no? When the police will not register a case, how will they be hanged? Tawseef?
Priyanka ji,
please tell us.
Ji, you're a lawyer.
The FIR has just named one person. No, now listen to me. I will give you a reply. The FIR has just named one single person, whereas the girl herself says that there were 4 men. So why their names are not there in the FIR, first of all? See, this is a glaring fact. That what the police is doing here is that they are succeeding in procuring weak complaints from these poor people by scaring them, by distorting the facts, by destructing all the evidences. And why? Because the people whom this girl is naming are influential and powerful TMC leaders and perpetrators. So that is the reason they are not being named in the FIR. Now you tell me, when the names are not mentioned in the FIR, how come she will get justice? No, because the girl, please, again, you are repeating the same question. Just now Padmaja read the portion from the plea of the girl which went to the Supreme Court. In her own plea, she is saying that before raping her, no, of course we are. We are concerned about the justice system. We are concerned about the administration here. We are concerned about what the police is doing here. The police and
so
the
you are concerned. You are concerned. Okay. Ratan Sharda, as an upstanding, law-abiding citizen, Mr. Rahman is concerned that a crime against a woman is a crime against a woman. You should not drag politics into it. You should not drag politics, even though you have this 60-year-old lady saying on the 3rd of May 2021, one day after the declaration of assembly poll results, the applicant's house was surrounded by a large mob of around 100 to 200 people of supporters of the Trinamool Congress, and loud threats were hurled at her. Despite BJP having emerged victorious in the said assembly constituency, workers of the ruling party, the Trinamool Congress, got infuriated and started burning down houses of BJP supporters, hurling bombs, even inflicting physical torture and looting jewelry and other valuables. But don't bring politics into it, because you're doing a disservice. Ratan Sharda.
When this violence news broke many days back, if you remember, after May 2, I had called it the worst violence only after the direct action of famous Bengal partition times. And people had questioned me on that. But these people are so arrogant, they were so insolent. The people sitting here told BJP frustrate हो गई है, BJP झूठे इल्जाम लगा रही है, सारे वीडियो डॉक्टर्ड है, सारे समाचार गलत है. This is only a post-poll violence, while it was a targeted attack. And you know the latest news, there are 5,500 violence cases where 100 policemen have been accused of suppressing the facts and telling them not to go to file a case. There are two SPs of police, one of Diamond Harbour, other of Birbhum, who have been accused, and NCPR inquiry going against them for suppressing the cases and not allowing cases to be filed. Voters' I cards, Aadhaar cards were snatched away. There is a case of 2,200 houses of scheduled caste Hindus torched by TMC leaders, and there are about 1,120 cases which were filed despite all the efforts of not filing the cases in Bengal itself. And there are another 28 in Assam. I'm talking about 8 May cases. Now this is June. And he's talking 1 or 2 people. There are 4 confirmed rape cases, 39 rape threats, 292 death threats, and there have been attacks on workers and all the supporters. 3,800 properties have been destroyed, and 1,800 people landed in the Assam, out of which 28 were children below 17. Are you going to deny everything? And these people very arrogantly on the same program laughed at us, said this is BJP succession speaking. Now you're shaking her head. You're trying to speak about democratic rights. He says they have blessed them with democratic rights to go to Supreme Court. You should be ashamed that a poor woman has to go to Supreme Court because she could not file a case in your own Bengal. You talk of Mati, Manush, Manush, Mati women. What kind of people you are? You have no shame. Did Mamata Banerjee even once condemn the attack on volunteers? I had said on the program, let Mamata Banerjee say once that we will not allow any violence. Their politics will go silent. They did not go silent. Violence continues. Violence.
And Mr. Chaudhary, let me ask you this. All right, the government, the state police is in the dock. You are in the opposition in West Bengal. Your leaders, and rightly so, made the trip from Delhi to Hathras seeking justice for a poor Dalit girl. Today, there are poor Dalit women who are speaking out. How far is Basirhat from Kolkata? Isn't your leadership sitting in Kolkata? Today, we have a group of intellectuals and academicians led by Monica Arora. They have gone around and spoken to all of these ladies. They have put their testimonies out there. These poor women have gone to the Supreme Court. Why couldn't you, Mr. Chaudhary, cover the distance from Kolkata to Basirhat, from Kolkata to Nadia, to speak to these women? Why? Why didn't you go to Khijuri?
Yeah, I understand your question. Here we are speaking about the dignity of women which have been destroyed in the most heinous of the crimes committed, that can be committed against our women folk. Having said that, next time when we visit Basirhat, I will ask your local cameraman to accompany us to Basirhat or Nadia or whatever the crime scenes are. Okay? Then, having said that, now let me just give you a little previous examples what was happening in Bengal earlier and the role of the
speak out. You sold your votes to TMC. Today you have no shame to say we will go and be last.
Mr. Raswan Sharda,
what are you doing there?
are a bygone coming in national television.
Coming on the Hindutva, talking about it.
Please,
can you face us
please,
even at home?
don't bring in the Hindutva agenda here on national day. Listen to me first. I listen to you patiently.
What is the Hindutva agenda? What is wrong with you? Mr. Chaudhary, how can you talk about Hindu-Muslim? There are these poor women, there are children. For goodness sake, just leave your communal politics out of it. What is the Hindutva agenda? If the women are being raped are Hindu, it's a Hindutva agenda.
Hindu मार दिया गया, Hindu को ऐसा हो गया.
Did he say that? Did he say that? Stop trying to derail the debate by getting in this lazy Hindu-Muslim argument, okay? This has got nothing to do with Hindu-Muslim.
I have very important point to make out here. Please let
you
me...
tell me this, Mr. Chaudhary. I want to ask you very simply. The state government in its affidavit has said, and I quote, that this is a misleading narrative. The instant writ petition reeks of political motivation by adopting a misleading narrative and shows that the state administration is complicit with the wrongdoers in the alleged incidents of violence. As a leader of the Congress in West Bengal, I want to ask you, do you think these women are part of political motivation and misleading narrative? Yes or no? What does the West Bengal Congress think? Did these political rapes happen, or is this a misleading
narrative? Because Padmaja, I will take any statement made by any woman on the world on the face value, whatever she is saying is correct. Now there are, you have to, I was trying to say the precedents that are there in Bengal, like you have the famous Park Street rape card, you have got the Kamduni rape incident, where the same chief minister said, these are all in Bengali said, Shajana Gotana, means it was a conspiracy to defame her and her government. Having said that, the toolkit regarding these rape incidents in Bengal has a similarity to the toolkit regarding the rape incidents in BJP ruled states also. That's the point I want to put in, that any criticism, that is the, both these governments, they are in a perpetual state of denial that a crime has been committed. The women need to have justice. Then they will bring in the Hindutva angle. They will bring in Sajana Gotana incident. This is
keep
not
quiet.
done.
Please, for heaven's sake, Mr. Chaudhary, stop getting in this Hindutva all the time. You rightly say that there is rape happening everywhere. Crimes against women are happening. I am pointing out to you very clearly here that here is a case of rape being used as a political weapon. It's not just a crime. It's a political weapon. Uttar Pradesh, in Hathras, where all your leaders went, a CBI probe is underway. Today on record, tell me, does the Congress want a CBI investigation into the rapes or the alleged rapes of women, political workers in West Bengal? Yes or no? Should there be a CBI investigation?
Why not? Why not, Madam Padmaja? If anybody has been raped, molested, or their houses burned, if there is a genuine case, then there should be investigation into this. My question is, there is a very, very good High Court functioning
will you
in
ask for a
Calcutta.
CBI
The
probe?
High Court monitored probe.
It is before the Supreme Court. The only way that you can get a modicum of trust back is to order a CBI investigation. Will the state ask for a CBI investigation instead of calling it a misleading narrative?
Padmaja, just give me 10 seconds. You know, when the post-poll application was filed in front of the learned High Court of Calcutta, the High Court of Calcutta first said that the government has dealt with it accordingly, and then they set up a 5-member bench where the Honorable High Court has said that you file applications with the state and the state will deal with it. Now, regarding these particular cases in concern,
the High Court never said that the state has dealt with it appropriately. I'm sorry. You are misquoting. Priyanka Tibrewal, did the Calcutta High Court say that the state has taken appropriate action? As a matter of fact, the Calcutta High Court just set up a committee to rehabilitate people who had fled political violence. You are misleading, sir. The High Court never said that the state government has taken appropriate action. Priyanka Tibrewal, no. You cannot get away by misquoting the Calcutta High Court and say that we got a clean sheet from the Calcutta High Court.
Do not lie on the national media. Please,
Priyanka
Mr.
Tibrewal,
Datta,
you were there in
you
court.
are misinformed. Yes. Either he is misinformed or he is misleading. See, the Calcutta High Court had created a committee. A committee was formed where the member of NHRC State, member of NHRC National Center and West Bengal Legal Services Authorities, they were there to find out whether there is post-poll violence or not. And when they submitted their report, the Calcutta High Court very well said over there that this comes out, that the petition which was filed, it comes out was true, that people were ousted from their houses. And that is the reason this committee, with the help of this committee, those people were reinstated back in their homes. And I got the similar order for the entire West Bengal. And it is in process. And you know, Padmaja, up till now, I have given 3,000 names. 3,000 names. 3,000 names have been given up till now from various police stations. And you know what is happening now? Now what is happening? The police, after reinstating the people, is making them sign on white papers that please write that there was no violence. Now this is what is happening. That is the reason that people of West Bengal do not have any faith on the... Please, Mr. Datta, don't try to heckle me. If you cannot tolerate the truth, please shut your ears. If you cannot tolerate the truth, do not heckle me. I will speak the truth. Padmaja, this is more than 3,000 people. And up till now, I have taken it back home. And it continues. I have already written to more than 75 police stations, giving list of poor people. And you know what is happening? Again, the matter is dealt with tomorrow. In between what has happened, the people who are being reinstated.
I think it is quite clear now. It is quite clear now that your defense, that the Calcutta High Court gave you a clean chit, it is really not borne out by facts. Now tell me, should there be a CBI investigation?
To provide justice to the women of this heinous crime, any kind of investigation under the sun is welcome. They should be given justice without any political agenda behind it.
Welcome? The state government has to ask for it. Nobody is going to foist it on you. Why hasn't the state government asked for a CBI investigation? It's been 40 days.
If I'm not wrong, first of all, tomorrow on Tuesday, the Supreme Court will hear the petition. Let the Supreme Court hear the petition tomorrow. Let's see what the highest judiciary orders and what the orders of the Supreme Court.
So that will be the Supreme Court's orders. If you care for justice for Bengal ki beti, you should have asked for a CBI investigation. What are you waiting for? If the Supreme Court orders you, obviously you'll have to do it. But why didn't you ask for it, sir? Shazia, let me respond.
Because we think we are doing the investigation in the right way. We are not compromising on it in any way.
And you know, I want to say something. The
right way? Why not
hatred for
registering the
BJP or Modi ji or whatever they feel towards him have made them into such monsters and have drained them of all the humanity and basic decency. And this is what I detect from people like Tausif, from this Mr. Datta. Priyanka ji, I salute you for standing up for these women. Monica ji, thank you so much. A rape is a rape is a rape. Let's not look at the religion of the survivor or the political affiliation of a survivor or that of the perpetrator. Either the religion or the political party. Let's make it very clear. And you people, the way you are speaking right now, I'm ashamed to call you my fellow citizens. My fellow citizens, a Dalit girl, what happened to me? What happened to me and unity?
What is most disgusting is that every time this comes back to this whataboutery, that this happened in Sambal. Why did Ratan Sharda not speak about what happened in Sambal? Why is Ratan Sharda so concerned about Khejuri, but he is not concerned about Hathras? Ratan Sharda? Because all the time it is used as political chips. Ratan Sharda.
No,
in fact, you are accused. Just a second,
color.
sir.
When these
it was an allegation against Mr. Sharda, so let him answer. You are being accused to further Hindutva agenda also. Ratan Sharda.
No Hindu worth his name or any Indian for that matter worth his name will ever defend any crime against women. Tell me whether I have in any debate not questioned every crime. So don't bring in what about Mr. Sharda. Look at what you have done to your women. Look at what you have done to your citizens for voting against TMC. And there is no way you can defend it and say that they have right to go to court and all that. So don't try to reduce this entire horrendous incident, this genocide in Bengal to Hindutva and all that. You mean that TMC is carrying Hindutva agenda? Are you saying Congress is carrying Hindutva agenda? Are you saying that all these rapes and all these murders, all this burning of houses, poisoning of the ponds and throwing people out of Bengal is Hindutva agenda? Then what is your government doing? Why Mamata Banerjee never spoke up? So don't bring in
Kamar Zaman
Chaudhary when you have to actually be ashamed.
No.
Look at the women's eye when you speak in language here.
You only brought in the Great Calcutta killing.
The BJP हार की frustration हो रहा है. When he said all the videos are fake, when he said every story is fake.
देखो Mr. Ratan Sharda,
all the reports.
देखो
we are speaking about it.
Ratan Sharda जी मेरा एक बात सुन लो तुम एक चीज क्लियरली सुन लो यहाँ पे बंगाल में the political violence is inherent in the DNA of the Bengal politics. Nothing out there as the Hindu
TMC banned and now you are saying that there is some agenda.
Sir, what is this? Okay, I don't understand. Okay, let me just stop this right here. This whole argument, Mr. Chaudhary, of saying that political violence is in the DNA of West Bengal. So are you telling voters that you just have to sit back and lump it because if you are on the losing side, get ready to be raped and murdered because Mr. Chaudhary thinks it's in the political DNA. So you better make sure you are on the winning side because if you're on the losing side, says Kamar Zaman Chaudhary, rape and murder is inevitable. Apparently it's the DNA. Then in that case, sir, you should also be telling it to a young widow who I want you to listen to her also now, what she has said in her affidavit. And when you say, Mr. Riju Datta, that we didn't order a CBI inquiry because everything is hunky-dory, everything is going according to expectation, you should tell this young widow that. This is her testimony to the Supreme Court. Such is the vengeful nature of the violence that has ensued in the aftermath of the assembly elections in West Bengal, that the applicant's husband, who unfortunately in exercise of his democratic right, imagine such is the state we live in, that this poor woman is saying, unfortunately my husband exercises democratic right, unfortunately he supported and voted for the BJP. He was subsequently identified and assaulted with axes in broad daylight on the 14th of May 2021. And the present applicant was made to witness the assault on her husband and her brother-in-law while she was being disrobed, grabbed, and struggling to survive the rape attempt being made on her body by two members of the same violent mob that was led by the local elected representative. She was watching her husband get hacked with axes, Mr. Datta, and she was being disrobed and pawed by members of the ruling party.
For these people.
You haven't ordered a CBI investigation in 40 days, and you're going to tell this young widow everything's great. Go to Supreme Court. Is that what you'll tell her?
No, Padmaja, see, don't put it like that. People's FIRs have been filed. Investigation is arrests are being made.
Union leaders and union workers of TMC.
I am not saying that these people are blatantly lying and they are showing, but I only want to say this with all grace and all humility, that people who are victims of crime will be given justice. The investigation is underway. Charge sheets will be filed.
Who will give them justice?
Sir,
who will give them
such is the level. Do you not hear these people? What you're saying on national TV rings so hollow. I will read you testimony after testimony. Just a second. Can I please play again for the benefit of our viewers and for Mr. Datta? The daughter-in-law of the 60-year-old. You know what she told? You know what she told the group of intellectuals who spoke to her? She said, I am not even staying in my house, because if I go to my house, they said that what we did to your mother-in-law, we will do to you. So if you are saying everything that has happened will be addressed, I am sorry, sir, your words are extremely hollow. You listen to this woman.
I cannot change it.
मैं अगर गाँव में जाएगा तो हमको शायद मारना, इसलिए मुझे बहुत डर लगता है।
अच्छा,
हमको भी रेप करेगा शायद।
बोला है?
हाँ, सासुरी माँ को शायद बोल के गया था। मामी बहुत रो रहा था।
अच्छा।
हाँ।
आपके भी बच्चे हैं?
हाँ, छोटा सा बच्चा है मेरा, 9 महीना का।
What would you tell her, Mr. Datta? She should believe the police?
Of course. She is talking shit. The intellectuals have gone and spoken to her. The intellectuals have gone and spoken to her. The intellectuals have gone and spoken to her. They have gone to the Supreme Court. They could have gone to the residence of Mamata Banerjee directly. They are talking to the media. Are they not? I'm not understanding. If people on this channel are already.
I have more proofs. I have more proofs which I will be producing before the court.
Then what is the point in having a police or a Supreme Court in the first place?
You can't understand. You can't understand. I will tell you. I will tell you why you cannot understand why people on the channel are not believing your assurances of justice. I will actually quote again from one of the pleas, which says the investigation is being carried out by the state police. The conduct of the state police is unsatisfactory and non-cooperative. Hence, interest of justice requires that the investigation in the instant case be travelled to a special investigating team, independent agency that is monitored by the Honourable Court. So if you are wondering why people don't believe when you say that the state police will do a bang-up job, it's because the victim herself is saying that you are not only unhelpful, you are non-cooperative. I am finally going to end by saying something that we all should listen to, because it's an elderly lady who is forced to say this. We've heard of rape being used as a weapon in countries where there is civil war. And here is a woman who's gone to court and said, history is replete with gruesome instances where rape is employed as a strategy to terrorize enemy civilian population and demoralize enemy troops. But never have such cruel crimes been committed against a woman citizen for her family's participation in the democratic process which the Constitution prescribes. And if today women in our country are going to be raped because they chose to support a certain party, we should all be ashamed, especially if we keep quiet about it and we pretend that all is well. Let's hope the Supreme Court is going to take note. We will have our eyes very, very closely pinned on what happens tomorrow. For the time being, thank you all gentlemen, Priyanka Tibrewal, Shazia Almi for joining me. Thanks for watching.